In our last session, Thomas, Kodrog, and Captain Harris crossed the hold of Ishan towards the mine where the princess was taken. After talking with the local magistrate and tax collector and making a mess of his desk, you found that the mine you need to go into was abandoned over a decade ago after the grindstone dried up. Having offended the tax collector with your lack of interest and coin to afford the property being sold, he bid you a terse farewell and forced you out of his establishment. Even Thomas's offer to buy the exhausted mine fell on deaf ears. Still, they found out someone else showed interest in the same mine recently. Whether it was the kidnappers or just a simple homesteader, the only way to be sure was to go and find out. They found their answer when they ran across the three men from the bar. Daryl, Curly, and Connor were hiding around the corner inside a
post.
Inside a post.
A derelict post.
And when Kodrog decided to confront them, he attempted to convince them that they would still be able to take the offer to join the Amber Falls. Unfortunately, Daryl was having no part of it. Curly and Connor wanted no part in the violence. But Daryl decided to fight. His crossbow bolt hit Curly in the head, but between Captain Harris's pistol and Kodrog's axes, they made quick work to dispatch Daryl and stop the fight before more people got hurt. The two left alive told them that the man they are chasing is Captain Burgess, and he's making his way through the mine to another ship waiting on the other side of the aisle. They made haste to catch up, hopeful that the Amber Falls would be able to cut off the other ship's escape. Along the way, they passed a cavern filled with large spiders, their webs holding man-sized shape objects in silken cocoons. They discovered a chamber of shriekers, the glowing pale mushrooms that emit terrifying sounds when disturbed. Their spores created bioluminescent clouds, making it difficult to navigate the caverns without setting them off. So, to avoid that, Thomas thought summoning dangerous poisonous frogs to distract and threaten the shriekers would be a great idea.
I mean, it was.
In the chaos of flying frogs and mushrooms, the three adventurers crossed the cavern, only to jump from, the proverbial frying pan and into the fire. A large drake slipped below them as they tried to pass. Thomas lost his balance, causing a rock slide that popped a blast cap mushroom. The loud boom that followed woke the black drake. The swarm of frogs distracted it momentarily, while Captain Harris came to Thomas's rescue in dashing fashion, I might add. Kodrog, though, made his way past and into a straight tunnel open to the void. The ship was waiting there. It looked as if it were leaving, but instead, you saw the crew scrambling to get off of the boat. Scrambling away from the rigging, getting out. A moment later, the Amber Falls came into view and opened fire with all cannons on the ship. Kodrog, you saw the other captain, the princess, and three lackeys escape down another passageway. The passage, though, was not a miner's walkway. Oh no. It was far older and far more beautiful. It led to an Elven mausoleum. The Captain Burgess and all his lackeys but one ran into the building before Thomas and Kodrog could catch up. The man shot Kodrog in the chest with his crossbow, to which Kodrog laughed maniacally. And Captain Harris returned the favor with a pistol before Thomas finished him off with some magic. We pick up with Thomas, Kodrog, and Captain Harris outside the mausoleum with Burgess, two lackeys, and Princess Violet holed up inside.
I think actually Kodrog threw a dagger in the dude's chest.
He did. It was fucking amazing.
That was the final blow.
Yeah.
It was like a 40-foot throw.
He was hidden behind a rock formation after the pistol shot. The guy staggered for a minute. Kodrog stood up and threw and made a good roll and good damage, knocking the guy off.
Magic missiles in the audio thing.
Oh, there was magic missiles.
Mm-hmm.
Kodrog did kill a guy with his daggers, but
that was pretty cool.
I did kill somebody with my magic missiles.
Excellent. Yeah, okay. That's right, because he had ran into the building where he couldn't
This
be
is
seen.
where we start the game instead of continuing to talk about stuff.
Oh, yeah.
This is where you're supposed to take over and lead
Oh, that's my
the
turn.
fight.
Got
thing. Yeah.
Good rehearsal,
So,
guys.
we're outside this mausoleum, as described beforehand. It's got, looks like smaller steps. It's very ornate, very beautiful. It's got small statuettes and carvings. Right now there's a building at the top. It looks like it has two entrances. One where the gentleman ran into, and one to the other side. But there are no front entrances that directly face the three of you.
So, there's like an entrance on either side, and we're at the front. So, if we wanted to, we could go in from both directions.
From either left or right, you'd have to ascend the stairs, flank around the front wall, and then come in either from the left or the right-hand side. And you're not sure what's in there because the spacing on the outside at that elevated level makes it difficult to see through the doorways and entranceways. So from where you're at, you got no point of view if there's an ambush there or anything along those lines.
Okay.
So we will start with Captain Harris. He wants to...
No, Captain Harris is going to look at Kodrog and ask, "Are you okay?" You.
Oh yeah. I look down at the bolt, and I'll look back up at the captain. Nothing that warrants immediate concern.
Excellent.
I think Thomas is just gonna stare at this conversation and just go, "You have a bolt in your chest.
So
How are you okay?"
I am a dwarf. That's what we do.
I'm a dwarf.
All right. Captain Harris shows expression of concern for his crewmen, so we'll move to Kodrog.
Yeah. Which entrance did the last lackey run into?
We'll
right
call
or
it the
left?
left.
Left?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Captain...
before the magic missiles zipped around the corner and got him.
Right. I think you should take Thomas through the left entrance, and I'll sneak around to the backside, and we can take him by surprise.
Excellent plan.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
glad
assuming if the both doorways open up to the same place.
Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Okay.
I mean, how does it look like it's a giant cavernous room, or does it look like it's a relatively small space?
You guess that they connect into the same one.
Okay.
I mean...
Your dwarven architectural knowledge, engineering that you know, is that also your Elven architecture history course back when you were just a wee lad with only an inch-long beard, reminds you that they enjoy very symmetrical shapes and buildings. So if there's a door on one side, there's more than likely a door on the other. That's what you think you remember anyway.
That plus also elves don't like confinement too much. They don't like zigzaggy weird stuff. They like it nice and smooth like rivers. It's not about rivers. So, Paige.
Yes.
Kodrog's made a suggestion on how to advance forward. Do you have...
Thomas will take it and he'll go, "Sure." Until he'll actually go to the left, as told.
All right, so...
Captain will follow.
All right, those two begin heading up the stairs. Kodrog?
I am going
With his
to...
pistol out. Like a real adventurer.
Whoa.
He's got to reload.
Oh.
Or unless he's going to swap out to another loaded
That's
pistol.
true. Maybe he should reload.
He has two pistols.
He's got two pistols. Yeah, whatever. He's got two pistols. Put
Okay.
the other one away and get another one out.
So Kodrog is going to retrieve his last dagger that he threw and follow up last up the stairs, and then move silently around to the right-hand door.
So the dagger you threw stuck in the guy, right? if I remember correctly.
Oh
before
yeah,
he does- so it's in his
that's
body.
right.
If he's dead,
That's
it's in.
right.
It's in. You know where it's at.
Yeah.
It's not.
Plus, I just picked up 4 more from the other guy, so
Oh yeah.
I'm wealthy in daggers.
I can pay you in daggers, good sir.
That's almost
Here,
as
hold
good as
this.
gold.
That will be 12 daggers.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys
Yeah.
begin hustling up the stone steps, making a tremendous amount of noise as you begin to get to the precipice of the mausoleum. Right?
Well, I am moving quietly
Then
to
you
the
need to
right-hand
make a
exit.
stealth roll. All right, let me check out their perceptions real quick.
But I think the more noise the captain and Thomas make, the better. Because
That's
that way
very
it
true.
side.
The captain will not worry about making noise.
Yeah, I don't think Thomas is either. I feel like he's just he has there's a goal and he's going there.
Okay, this will give you a +4 in your stealth roll.
Oh, excellent. 18 total.
Excellent. All right, let me find what their perception is. I'm gonna, because it's cavernous and it echoes a lot of sounds are gonna blend. So that's gonna be another 2. So you got a 20. That may just find the stats.
I thought you wrote down
I
stats.
didn't write down one stat. Just one. Okay.
It's because they're all
He
deaf.
has an 18 for his perception.
This needs to be here.
My goodness.
You got it. Okay, so you guys move up to the edge. You're now at the point where you can look around and into the area beyond the openings, and this is from both sides. So there we go. Stay there or something.
Well, so Kodrog is basically gonna hold until the captain and Thomas have distracted the group with conversation, and I can get a good shot on somebody.
Okay.
Okay. So he's waiting. Thomas, Jason has pulled up behind you. He's got his pistol out and ready, so that means you're in the front, unless did Jason
That's
try to
fine.
get there first?
No.
Okay.
I mean, he's got a pistol. Thomas has got magical powers.
Yeah.
Put the mage first. Even though I'm
Use your
very
mage.
squishy. Most likely I could get shot once and I'm down. Or twice. Yeah, but I'm going to go up to the top of the stairs, at least to where I can peek out and see what's going on.
All right. Peeking
but
into the room, you mean?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please.
All right. Look, you can see that there is another opening, so where Kodrog is going, he will be able to enter the same room that you're looking into.
Gotcha.
In this room, it's probably about 15 to maybe 17 or so, almost 20 feet wide and about 30 feet long. And in the center of this area, there looks to be an empty bookshelf. And along the walls, there seem to be bookshelves. Most of them are empty on the walls, except for, say, like a scroll, a scrap of paper, a bookend that's been that here. But this could easily be a library or something. But there's bookshelves right here in the entranceway. A lot of the symbolism that you're seeing right off the bat is Elven. And do you read Elven?
I do.
You do read Elven. Over the walls, you see in Elven, spread knowledge, spread peace. Beyond the bookshelves, which the bookshelf is, there's only one in the center of the room and the walls. There's another smaller area beyond. You can see a doorway, an archway that leads into another chamber. And inside there, you think there's light, and you can see people. There's someone who's not really well hidden, but you can see he is at this archway, peeking in, and he's looking. And so now he's going to try to make a perception to see you. You're not
Okay.
hidden, right?
Nope.
Okay, then he's going to
I mean,
succeed.
I was to say I'm trying my best not to be seen because I don't want to get shot. But
Okay, well, he's going to shoot you if he sees you.
Well,
So
are we just
they're-
peeking around the corner?
yeah, he's just peeking around the corner.
Yeah,
so I
so-
think a stealth roll would be in order. The captain doesn't
okay.
have to roll, just
Oh, right.
Thomas.
Excellent. Because the captain is hiding behind Thomas.
That's right.
I don't have stealth, so that's just straight dex.
That is correct. But you get a +4 because you're hiding behind the edge of the wall.
Okie dokie. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna use my new D20.
Ooh.
Thanks, Dice Envy.
Yeah.
Hashtag not sponsored, but I mean, if you want to sponsor us, please.
That would be fine,
That
too.
would be amazing. I love your dice. I say that as I get an 11. So that's +4, so that's a 15.
All right. His perception is a 16. So as you look in, you can see him. He's there. You also perceive he's got a crossbow. From where he's at, he's looking in this direction. He looks across the doorway from him and says to someone else, I see someone. And then he immediately draws up and takes a shot at you with his hand crossbow. All right. You have a cover bonus, so your AC goes up by 4. And we'll see how that works out for us. Ooh. That's a...
Tell me. What'd you get?
That's an 18.
Oh, no, I have a 14.
All right. Crossbow bolt will get you.
Well, it's also a mischance because she's behind cover.
Yes.
So there's that.
No, mischance is for obscurement, like fog and stuff like
I
that.
thought it was...
She's still going to get hit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just don't hit my face,
4
please.
points of damage.
Just
Awesome.
don't hit your face.
Don't hit my face. Thomas is a beautiful man.
Do you have any armor on to soak that up?
No.
I need to fix that.
Yeah, well... it's not on my to-do list right now.
Got it. To-do list. Have a job. Not die. That's a very big list.
Kodrog's gonna give you his shield for future use.
Thanks.
So yeah, you peek in, see them. He immediately communicates with someone else and then pops a shot off at you, and it flies straight through the tiny crevice of an opening and nicks you across your shoulder.
Ouch.
I imagined it like getting a nice gash across my cheek.
No, you said not the face.
Yeah, you said nothing.
You said
That's
not
true.
the face, so I'm assuming, like, here's the wall, and you leaned out like a whole bunch, like, what's over there?
Too much.
Yeah.
So, boom, got your shoulder back a little bit. Ouch.
You said it
Right?
grazed, so I don't
Yeah.
have a bolt embedded into my shoulder?
No.
Sweet. Okay.
That stuff happens when there's crits involved.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
All right. So now there's a bit of a raise of alarm and sound on the inside. Kodrog, you can hear this, and you heard the crossbow twang.
Ooh, can I see anybody? Like,
You
can I
said-
see who?
You were waiting, so you're saying that you're now looking around to try to see if...
Yes, yeah, I would
Right.
like to look and see if there's anyone I can throw a dagger at.
You can see the same opening and bookcase and bookshelves. And from the archway, there is a guy on basically the other side. He has a crossbow ready, and he is peering out as well, getting ready. But he has moved out even farther with his crossbow in a chance that he might get to shoot somebody who's not being too wise. You also see the gentleman laying on the ground a couple of feet from you, and he's crumpled up, and your dagger is shoved into his chest. So he's there. You see a guy who's come out. He's in the small tunnelway or hallway that's before the room they're in, and he's leaned out, and he looks like he's trying to get to a point where he can see and shoot over toward Thomas. So he has no cover. You have direct line of sight on him. His
man.
distance from you is about 25 feet.
Okay, so, sorry, I'm trying to remember the, aiming rules that we were talking about. So,
What's your base attack?
my base attack is a 2.
So right now you have to spend a standard action to gain bonuses to aim.
Okay.
So if you wanted to be like, I'm just going to aim this round, you would use this round to get a +1 for the next round of attack that you do. Is that what you want to just wait and kind of like just be prepped to throw a dagger at him?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna take a standard action to aim,
Okay.
because I want to do a called shot for his crossbow.
Sure,
If-
disarm him.
If he doesn't fire it before I can throw a dagger, that's my goal.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay.
All right, so Captain Harris, you see the crossbow bolt fly out. Thomas jumping back as he has been hit.
Yes. I will, I guess the captain will take Thomas and, like, leave him next so he's not in the line of fire again and just, like, put him against the wall and just like, Thomas, you're hurt.
I'm fine. Thomas starts playing it off cool.
Thomas relives like how Kodrog was acting, and he's like, I can do that too.
I can do that too. I'm strong. I'm a strong individual, man. I got this.
It's just a flesh wound.
Yeah. But yeah, he's like, he just kind of grabs his shoulder a little bit. He holds it for a couple of seconds.
Okay. The captain, I think, is gonna see about moving around and maybe taking a shot at the person who shot Thomas.
Sure. All right. So the captain moves up. The guy with the crossbow has pulled back behind cover, so he's partially covered. The captain can make a perception check to see if he sees the other guy creeping up with the crossbow.
Okay.
Yes, you can see that there's another guy behind cover creeping up. You can see because they have light inside the room with them.
Okay. I'm going to...
Take a shot?
Yes.
Yeah, he has a lot of cover, so his AC is increased. If you want to do that, go for it.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh. That's a 9. Unfortunately, it's a good shot, but the shot ricochets off the corner of the wall. It's loud, and it sends John. You see the guy who's got the crossbow. He ducks down a little bit as there's an explosion of brick work as Captain Harris takes a pot shot at him, and this echoes just in this room.
Does the brick stab him in the face?
No, it's
Burn it.
No, it's
he
just
probably gets covered in a little bit of dust, but
yeah.
like
dang it,
some pulverized brick.
From behind the two of them, you hear someone yell, "He's got to reload! Don't waste time! Get out there!" Another one responds, "One of them's got magic!" And that's the guy, John, that you can see. He says, "They've got magic!" And then the voice from behind, "I've got magic! Get them! I call upon the watchful hand of Seth. Bring my allies aid!"
Ooh.
Shit.
And you hear him speaking, this voice booms. And do you know Celestial? Alright.
It's very
Nope.
It's very...
angelic.
I would just call it deep and resonating, but he definitely calls out, he says some stuff. And for a moment, just the briefest moment, the guy you can see looks like he has a yellowish orange sheen that appears around him that disappears. Captain Harris, you can see the guy who's hiding behind him, who's getting ready to reload. Mm-hmm. He also seems to have an unnatural sheen. Magic is involved.
Ooh. Magic.
All right.
Okay.
Excellent.
So, with that, we go back to the top. Let's get some initiative out of the way here. Kodrog, Thomas, Captain.
Let's see. Initiative. Where's it at? There. 8. 17 for me.
I have a 14.
Pretty sure I go last.
Captain Harris is going on a 6. All right. Their leader, Captain Burgess, is 13, but his 2 allies go on 15s. So it will be Kodrog, the 2 other dudes, Thomas, Captain Burgess, and following up with Captain Harris.
Excellent.
Okay, so Kodrog, you have 1 round of aim at this point in time.
Yeah, so, I am going to throw my dagger at his crossbow, because he still hasn't fired it, right?
No, he has not fired it.
Excellent. So, yeah, and, like, I don't know if it's disarming, but I'm just trying to make it non-functional, so, like, get the dagger to stick in a place that makes the crossbow not fire. At least. Something like that.
Do you have the Google Drive pulled up with you?
I can.
That would probably be easier. Oh, hey, Vinzi. Who are these nerds? The best people. That's who.
Who are you calling a nerd?
I don't know.
Me, I hope.
You'll find the we'll consider this a hand hit for the purpose of disarming.
Okay. Okay, just pulled it up. Headshot. Earshot. Oh, wow. Hand. Okay, so it's -6.
Yes.
And I get a +1 for my 1 round of aim, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it's -5. Oh gosh, this is terrible rolling.
Well, don't forget your base attack and your normal dex bonuses and all that good stuff. And whose dagger
Right.
are you throwing? Yours or theirs? The ones you just picked up.
Oh, I guess one of the ones I just picked up.
Those are masterworked. You get a +1 to using them. They're balanced.
Ooh. Well, that is certainly a bonus, but it's not going to help on this one. I got the 7 total.
Oh, right. No, that's not going to hit. You're off. You could have gotten a better roll, I assume. So you hurtle the dagger toward him. It clanks against the wall. He realizes that you're there, and now his attention turns towards you. That's a standard action to throw your dagger. Do you want to make a move at this point in time or something?
Can I throw another dagger and then duck around the corner?
If you you're still holding those other daggers, right?
Yeah.
Then yes, you can throw it. Just pull one out of the other hand and haul ass and throw it again.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Just toss one at him.
flicking
as a
daggers.
single
Yeah,
body.
yeah, do it.
Oh, much better roll, but this is not -5. So that is a 21.
Yeah, that's a
Jeez,
hit.
that's a
That's a hell of a lot better roll.
Oh no! Wait.
Good job.
He can like
You
totally.
recalculated at that one.
Yeah, he like totally Robin Hood it. Like you threw that one dagger wide, and he's like, "Oh shoot!" And you hit the dagger and then smack it back into the other guy.
Just remember the threat range for daggers are 19 to 20. So if you roll a 19,
So yeah, that was a 19 on the die.
then that's a chance. That's a crit. It's a
Okay.
hit. So
Yeah, sorry, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
That's when we
okay,
did the
so-
math. I was like, wait a minute.
So a dagger usually does 1d6, so I'll do 2d6. And I multiply my strength by 2 as well.
Yes.
Excellent.
My God.
Oh, boxcars!
Nice.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, so it's
So-
12 plus 8. That's 20.
Wow. Wow.
My God.
So you throw the dagger, the first one, it knocks as it turns, he gets his attention, draws up the crossbow. This one you throw, and it, because of the way he's holding his crossbow out, it just goes arm, face. Just slides up, there's a bunch of slitting. And you're like, thinking to yourself, man, these guys really sharpen these knives to a point. This is a good knife, looking at the last two as you step back around the corner going, I like this. And you did notice the gentleman who's dead on the ground, he has another bandolier of daggers. This seems to be part of their stapled uniform. And they might be like a mercenary company or something that's been hired by this dude.
Oh, man, this is exciting.
Yeah, so this guy just lost more than half his hit points.
Yeah. So
He's
this is... So, like, Kodrog was like, oh, man, I had to kill Daryl, but maybe I won't have to kill these guys. I'll just disable his weapon. And then, like, he throws it the crossbow, the handle hits it first, it bounces off into the wall. And he's like, well, dang it, I just had to throw it at him.
I don't want to kill people because I'm
tried.
good at that. All right.
I mean, I went to the first thing I thought of that was little less violent.
Didn't work
that
out,
didn't work
so-
out. Going back to my old roots.
All right, so this guy's going to take a shot back at you, but because you've done so much damage, I'm going to give him a -1 to hit, because that's got to suck for him in life. I forgot to mention he knocks off 3 of those points of damage. So you did not 20, but 17 because he's wearing padded armor.
Okay.
So padded armor and leather armor and stuff. So he's going to take a pot shot back. He still suffers a -1. He's got a +4. Where's the hand crossbow? +4. Okay. And 5 with the bless. 13 plus 5 is an 18.
Minus what?
-1, so 17.
Nope.
No. Crossbow fires off and misses you. But that doesn't mean he doesn't use his move action to fumble for another crossbow bolt, trying to keep the blood in and moving back around the corner to get out of your way. Dude number 2, who fired his crossbow at Thomas, has taken the opportunity to reload his crossbow, but he's going to drop it to the wayside as he has been given the order to get them. He's drawing out his short sword and dagger. Oh, why, thank you for your charitable donation.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thanks for them bits.
Love some bits.
I love it.
He draws out a short sword and a dagger, the same kind of cool-ass looking dagger that Kodrog's now flinging around, and he rushes the corner of the room where Captain Harris is currently slightly behind cover, is at with his weapon. So he's going to use his full round, full movement to get up there, and he's going to make a flurry double stab at Captain Harris.
Okay, as a reaction, the captain will drop his pistol and produce his saber.
Saber, so he can defend himself.
Yes.
Excellent. Oh,
I like the
that's
way you say that. Produce his saber.
Yes.
16 plus a 6 from his short sword attack and his dagger attack, minus 2 because he's swinging with both weapons trying to get a stab around the corner. Mm-hmm. Gets him a 20, which will clash with Captain Harris.
Yeah.
Does Harris want to parry the incoming attack?
Yes.
All right. So as the guy's making a single solid attack, the rules say that Captain Harris can now whip out his saber because he has quick draw and clash the two weapons off to one side. So avoiding the incoming attack in total.
Yeah,
All right.
and that uses his action, so he wouldn't be able to do any actual attack on his
that
turn.
uses his move action.
His move action.
His move action to parry these two attacks.
Excellent.
So on his turn, he can go back in, but so can the guy parry attacks too.
Excellent.
And
You guys could just parry off on him.
Yeah. But the weapon does take some damage. Let's see if that's enough damage to hurt Captain Harris's weapon. I doubt it, because he has a very strong steel saber. No, not enough damage to actually hurt the captain's sword. But it's definitely pretty...
Ding!
Yeah. All right. That's the two thugs guy, two mercenaries. Now it is Harris's turn. No, Thomas's turn.
It's Thomas, and then Burgess,
and then Burgess.
Harris is last.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I know the spell I'm going to use, I just have to remember how to frickin' roll for it. Da 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 da. I'm a good mage. Okay. I'm gonna use Jolt on this guy that's clashing with Jason.
Sure.
And I realized that it's a 1d3, and I don't have a 1d3 on physical hand. So I'm gonna go.
You don't have a
Oh,
d6?
you can d6 and then half it.
Oh, I could. There we go. I'll just do that.
Or d12 and quarter.
Or 3 coins and one
Or
side is a
coins.
0.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I get it. You're
Or
smart. I just can't think of things right now.
All right, so what is Jolt required to hit? Is it an automatic hit and he gets a save? Or do you have to roll to
It's a
hit?
touch attack. It's a range. It's a touch
Is there-
attack. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
Hold on. I just read Penumbra, not Jolt. You cause a spark of electricity to strike a target with a successful range and touch attack, which I got a 4. The spell deals 1d3 points of electricity damage.
4 does
Saving
not.
throw none. Spell resistance yes.
4 does not hit the guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we're doing a d3, that would be a 1.
You need to roll a d20 to hit because you got to reach out and touch him.
Oh, a d20.
Yeah, you got to reach out and
Okay.
caress him with your hand. You're like,
Got a
"Ah!"
19.
Ooh.
Okay, so that would hit.
That will hit, and you do
Yep.
a point of damage.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he has no protection
Yay.
versus a spark of electricity.
Zap.
The damage
Ooh.
is
Question: is he one of the guys that was shielded?
magically shielded.
Yeah, from that dude's spell?
Yes, he is one of the guys. Yes, the spell will not protect him from what you're doing because it's electrical base. It does 5 plus the damage dealt, chance or stun, fortitude. His fortitude save is not listed on the
12.
piece of paper. 12. That's a.
This is Fort 12.
That's for something else.
Oh.
2. So he's going to save versus. Nope. So electricity, all elemental abilities have something else that goes along with them. Acid burn, fire catches on fire. Electricity has a chance to stun small amounts with small damage. Zap.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I pretty much just, you know, when you like rubs like fuzzy socks on the carpet and then you go to zap somebody. That's literally what just happened.
That's the mage version. It's like, it doesn't hurt. What are you talking about?
I can only imagine a mage in robes with bunny slippers on, streaking across the carpet like
Oh my god.
Darth Sidious shooting out lightning.
Oh man.
After Thomas's turn, Captain Burgess, still heard and moves a little bit more toward where his allies are at this point in time. Yells, "Don't let them flank you! There's another one over there!"
Shut up!
And
That's what this is gonna say.
he will cast, and he's going to swap this one out for this one. He's going to move them down a bit. Anyways, swap these two. So he will cast guidance. Is the spell he's casting? He can cast it as his move action, and so he casts guidance on the guy next to him who's got blood all over the place. And you can see that he now, like, he casts a spell on this dude, and he sheens, and he's just like, "Don't get out of the fight." You see the captain at this point in time. He is a portly man. A life of wine and meat has definitely shaped his body.
With
but he is
wall eyes, apparently.
with
Whatever
wall
that means.
eyes.
Oh yeah.
Wall eyes.
Steve Buscemi.
Oh, I got it now.
And he's wearing not a full suit. He's wearing a chain hauberk, and he steps forward and he grabs a hold of the guy that you should hit with that knife really well, and he calls out, "Under the watchful hand of Seth, I grant you life." And you can see, that's it's a 1 plus 3, so that's 4 hit points back to him. That was a shitty roll.
Seth doesn't want him
Seth
to
is like,
live.
"It's okay, let that one die." So anyways, you see
I
him,
never liked that guy anyway.
you see the portly man reach out, grab the guy by the shoulder, and his hand looks like it glows white hot for a moment, and maybe the wounds don't look as bad.
Yeah, it's like the sound of wow.
Like, yeah, that sound.
Yeah.
I like that sound.
Thank you. That's
Burgess's
sound.
action. After Burgess, it's Jason's action.
Yes.
Goddamn paladins, man.
And yeah, so the captain will attack the thug in front of him.
Okay. Yeah, that's a solid blow. The thug will use his weapons to parry the attack, so the captain goes ahead and does his damage. He's using a masterwork rapier, so you're going to want a D8.
A rapier or
What?
a rapier or
A scimitar.
yeah, which one?
I thought he had a rapier.
Okay, that's fine. But
It's still
rapiers are like just like pointy things, I thought.
Oh, you can do a lot with the rapier.
Okay. Plus his strength, that's 9.
Cutlass, that's what I was
Cutlass. Oh, it's a cutlass. Yeah, it's still a D8.
Okay.
9 plus nothing else. The weapon doesn't give a bonus. And the weapon he's using has a hardness of 8. So at least, yeah. So he digs into this guy's short sword and does a little bit of damage to the short sword as he pushes back on the guy. So it looks like their fight's going to be pretty toe-to-toe. Harris looks like he's going to be able to handle this guy in a sword fight if he could just disarm him. So that's, the way we think that Harris will probably head toward that route next.
Excellent.
Is there ways of getting spells back other than sleep?
Vampirism.
I am not a vampire, nor do I want to be one.
Kodrog.
All right. I have 2 of these sweet daggers left.
Yes.
I'm I am going to pop out around the corner and throw both of them at our
good friend, the
early
captain.
friend.
Ooh.
Oh, right. Yeah,
he's a bigger target.
Yeah, he is a bigger target. All right, let's do this.
I don't know how that would work. It'd be funny if we had fat rules.
There is. His
There
AC is actually reduced by 1
What?
because he's fat.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
So I rolled a 19 on the die. Do I crit with both daggers?
Yeah, you're throwing to it. You're throwing both. It's yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't have rules to describe it otherwise. I don't have
Okay.
rules to describe it otherwise.
Don't bother aiming, just throw. That's the moral of this story, apparently.
So that's a good motivational
Like-
t-shirt.
That's so
Okay,
weird.
so-
Is that like a real thing, or is that what you've written in the
What, the
revised?
two-handed weapon of fighting?
No, the never mind.
Well, it's
The fat
one
thing?
it's one attack
Yes.
roll for both weapons, right?
Yes.
Okay,
So
then
that's
yeah.
not how it's worked. And yes, I wrote the rules for fat and skinny.
Oh, skinny.
Okay, so
Skinny people
one
get more
dagger.
bonuses versus when they're behind cover.
When they're behind cover.
That's
Because didn't we all do
9 plus
traits and
8.
drawbacks?
17 from one dagger, and
Very
then
nice.
And then 14 from the other.
Okay, his hardness is a 9, and your daggers are piercing, so they're going to 7 damage is going to be stopped from each of those. So the first one of 14 does only 7 to him, and the other one was
19.
19 minus 7, 12. So 14 and 12, 26 points of damage. Both of the knives pierce through his through soft sections of the armor, like into maybe across his face, or because they're crits. Both of them have stabbed into him. And
nice.
he's taken back at this point in time because there's blood everywhere. It's just these are nice knives. All right, he is going to stagger back at this point in time.
Yeah. So as my move action, I'm just gonna draw my my maul axe and my personal dagger, and get ready to wade into melee if anybody wants to fight still.
I was hoping you were just gonna check those. You were just like, I'm good. All right, bring it.
Kodrog runs. We need to board that ship. Throw Kodrog over there with some knives.
I need a knife. Hey, can I borrow your knife?
All right. So
Quick, I need your knife, and I just hand them Kodrog.
drawing your weapons. You can draw both your weapons as part of a move. Do you want to move in or up to a target, or just stay near the entranceway behind partial cover?
Near the entranceway behind partial cover.
Fair enough. After your action is now the two thugs' turns. All right, the one fighting Harris is he's going to try to swing multiple times to try to attack Harris, and he realizes there might be some parrying involved, but he's okay with that. So he's going to swing with the main hand and the offhand. So he
Okay.
swings with the first attack, and that's terrible. It's 11.
He was off
Just-
balance.
Just an 11, yeah. So it swings wide. So he swings a second time. And this one's an 11. No, it's a 12, just as well. So it's 2 swings, and he's like, I need help out here. And he yells back. The other one, who's not as bloody, turns to looks at his boss, who's got 2 daggers in his chest, and he's pushing him back, and he's going to fire a crossbow bolt at John's character. No, wait, does he have a crossbow bolt to fire?
No.
No, he doesn't.
Gotta reload.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna
Reload.
he's gonna grab his boss, his mage, and says, "Cast more magic!" And he's gonna whip out 2 knives. And even though he's badly hurt, he feels like the healing has helped him. He's gonna rush in at John's character, so he moves all the way up to you, John.
I was kind of hoping that this guy, because he said he reaches over to his captain, I was like, is he gonna rip out the dagger and just chuck it? That's like a part of me was like, oh, okay. I mean, he could.
He could. All right.
I think,
So he's gonna rush forward.
I think he
and-
wants to live, though.
Who the
Yeah.
thug?
Yeah, like ripping out.
Yeah, so the thug rushes forward, and his weapons are not the same as the guys you've seen so far. Although he has similar-looking armor and stuff, this guy is not like the other 3 individuals here. As he moves forward, he seems to be favoring his offhand dagger, and he comes after you with 1 attack. 17.
Can I use a swift action to try and like hook him with my axe and just like send him continuing on his straight path past me
Down the
and like
stairs.
over the stairwell or something?
No, because his
Okay.
movement won't allow that. You would have to have an attack that's like a bull rush, and you would have to do that. But right now, his movement ends at you, and make a perception.
Ooh, a perception. Oh, yay, my metal dice are so happy with me tonight.
Well, that's good.
Throw the mage a magic missile.
It's 27.
27. As he's
Yep.
favoring this, he has a short sword turned the other way in his hand, and the dagger, as he comes forward, he lunges out to try to get you with the dagger, and that's all his focus is, to come down on it. You notice the dagger is not of normal metal in color. It looks like it's covered in a yellowish, viscous-like fluid of some type.
Oh shit.
Right. That's his whole focus, is to pull forward and try to get you with this knife. He's not even like full into it. He's just like swinging, just enough to get you a cut in.
Yeah. I'm gonna parry it.
But he hasn't hit. It didn't hit.
Okay. Okay, then never mind.
All right. Yeah, it got close though. Yeah, he got a 17. Is a 17 enough?
No.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's the other thug fought this guy, and now it is Thomas's turn.
I think I'm gonna do something incredibly dumb. I'm going to try squeezing past Jason and this guy who's beating each other up, and I am going to cast. I scoff because all these 0 level spells are shit, and that's all I can do right now. So.
All right, you want to make an effort not to engage in combat and get around them, so you're inside the room?
Yeah, I want to, how far is this? 25 feet. How far is the main dude, the captain?
From where you're at to get all the way to him might be about 45 to 50 foot move. That would be your entire action.
Well, I don't want to, like, face to face. I just want to be about 25 feet.
That would be one action, like a move action or a standard action.
So I wouldn't be able to cast anything.
You could make a move action and
And then
then
you
a
can
standard
cast.
action to cast at him.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
yes.
yeah, then I'll do that. I want to cast Ray of Frost.
Sure.
That is, if he has spell resistance, knowing him, he does. Because if I'm guessing the class correctly, I feel like he should. Then again, he might not. I'm rolling to a d20 first, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
18.
18 is a hit.
Yay! Okay. 3.
Okay.
Take 3 points of damage,
Yeah.
motherfucker. And cold damage.
Yeah,
If
okay.
that's a
Which
thing.
means he has a -1 on all checks for the next round of being frozen, pretty much.
Wait.
So, yeah. Sucks for him.
Excellent.
Thomas's action. You got around. You're inside the building. You are behind. By the way, where you're standing now, 5 feet behind you to your right, there's a dude trying to stab Kodrog. 10 feet behind you to the left is a dude trying to kill Captain Harris. So you have moved into combat. If these
That's
guys
fine.
turn around, they are on top of you. So
That's
you have
fine.
thrown yourself into the worst possible position.
I'm okay with that. Thomas is gonna run in. He's gonna cast Ray of Frost, and as he's standing there in his position of casting, he'll just call out to this guy, "There's a better way of doing this, I swear."
All right. All right, so now it is Jason's turn.
Okay. Jason, seeing as Thomas has moved in and is kind of, in a bit of trouble.
Presented myself.
Yes. The captain is going to put himself in between the guy he's fighting and Thomas, so the guy can't just turn back in and attack. So yeah,
this will provoke an attack of opportunity from him. Ooh.
Unless he dances with him. I'm sorry.
The captain can use his dance skill to avoid the entire situation.
Etiquette.
Dance fighting.
You got to do it 22 or better. Success. Captain Harris uses his performed dance to move through combat and not provoke an attack of opportunity that successfully hits. That doesn't mean the guy doesn't swing. It just means Captain Harris moves out of the way. Good moves. All right.
Man.
You've now changed
does
position.
have sweet moves.
Does he want to swing at the guy?
He's an expert at leading.
Oh,
his
can
partner.
he?
Yeah, he can. That's going to hit. That's a chance. That's a crit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so as he dances around, he comes to the other side with a massive blow. He's going to hit. The guy's going to throw his weapon up, both of them to block the attack. Like, oh crap, I'm going to die here.
I messed up.
So let's do some damage here real quick. You're going to be rolling this twice.
Okay.
Nice. All right. With his strength bonus, that's 12. All right, we're going to say because the short sword is now damaged.
Okay.
So the short sword now has a -1 to its actions as Harris comes in with his cutlass and and the blade snaps off the end.
Yes.
All right. After Harris's turn, it's top initiative Kodrog. This dude with the knife, the funny-looking knife, is right in front of you. Thomas has moved in behind. Harris is in there as well. You're separated from your teammates. This guy looks pretty messed up. What do you want to do?
That was my D20, sorry.
Finish him off.
Murder!
He seems determined that one of us doesn't survive, so it's not going to be me that dies. I'll hit him with the same 1-2 combo I got his buddy Daryl with.
2 knives.
I'll give him the dagger and the hammer.
All right, so all right, go for it. -2 for swinging both weapons. Do lots of damage.
Oh my gosh! I rolled a 19 again.
You're shitting me.
Oh my god.
So how does that work when the crit range is different for the 2 weapons? Just the one crits, right?
It's the one that crits, and that would be the dagger. So the hammer doesn't crit, but the dagger does.
Okay, good.
Man.
Because that was just going to be insane. Okay, so...
And you know what? Before damage is dealt, this dude's going to parry with his short sword and dagger. Probably going to lose both of them, but fuck it, at this point in time, it's death if he doesn't, so...
Yeah.
Oh, he's parrying?
Yes.
Alright, well... That's, 8 plus 8. 16 with the dagger that critted, and then 7 with the hammer.
18 with the dagger that critted?
Yeah.
Wow. That's 10 over. That short sword of his. So you've got the dagger. He blocks dagger with dagger, but you take the dagger and you twist it, and you find that it has this wonderful grip that snaps the blade of his poison dagger off and sends that volatile thing flying. While the hammer comes up and he clashes with the short sword. It does minimal to no damage to the short sword, but still that broken dagger's got him off guard as he's like, oh shit.
Okay, and then I'll you know what? I'll do again. I'll go back in for another hit.
Okay, well now he can't parry.
Poor man.
Oh, yeah, that's believable. I got a 12 on the die that time. So that's -7, so it's just a 12.
Just a 12. His AC is a 15, but he has a -1, so it's a 14. So this dual swing will miss.
That's all right.
You've disarmed him. That's pretty epic. By the way, the poison only does 1 point of Constitution and 1 point of Wisdom damage.
Only one.
Only?
Only.
Like permanent?
Yes.
Oh. I'm glad I did that. I don't feel bad at all.
All right. Kodrog's action's over. Their turn. The guy fighting Captain Harris, seeing the situation at this point in time, is just like, do something, mage! He's going to yell out. And
Is it bad that when he says that, Thomas
skipped
looks
the
over and
mage's
goes, "Oh,
turn.
not me!" Right.
we skipped the mage's turn. After Thomas went, Thomas
Yeah.
yelled out, and then Harris went, okay, we got to take a rewind. We're good. So this is how it's going to work. It's the bad guy's turn. He's like, do something, mage. As they're fighting, the dude with the dagger's looking at it. He's dropping the dagger and reaching for another weapon. Because he's like, oh, God. And the mage sits there and goes, parlay, parlay. So he stops, he grabs his dagger, and he's going to take like a defensive stance. He's going to fight defensively at this point in time to increase his AC. The dude fighting Harris is also going to do the same thing. He's going to fight defensively. And the fat man with 2 daggers and a frozen chest is yelling, parlay, parlay.
2 daggers and a frozen chest.
That's going to be the next song coming out by Nickelback.
I was gonna say, it's a good album.
Yeah, why Nickelback, though?
She gave me 2 daggers and a frozen chest. I was trying to do Southern, and then it didn't come out.
Is that how you sound to the Midwest?
No, I swear
Yeah.
I can do Southern so much better. I'm very distracted.
That's totally how we sound all the time.
All the time. Welcome to Florida.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Florida doesn't sound like that.
Oh.
We have meth heads everywhere.
That's
they make
true.
the news. All right. So he is now, at this point in time, Thomas, you can see he's in the room. The princess is next to him. He now has a weapon out. Looks like a mace. And he is behind a sarcophagus in the center of the room. And he's holding himself. You can see he's on edge. He doesn't have much to work with.
Yeah.
But if he's a mage and he has any magical powers, he probably hasn't used his heavy hitters yet.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
So he yells parlay. They pull back, like I say, they move into a defensive position, and now it is Thomas's turn.
Oh boy. I'm gonna do what Thomas would do in this situation and try talking his way out of the situation. I'll use diplomacy. Looking at my skills real quick. I should have diplomacy. I do, yeah, I'll use diplomacy. Because I'm not gonna be bluffing or anything. What should I say to him? Yeah, okay, Thomas is just gonna be real for a sec. He drops his hand and he gives this captain a look and he goes, I'm serious. There's a better way of doing this. Obviously, I mean, you have 2 daggers in your chest and I just froze you. Take a step back for 5 seconds. Everybody just calm the fuck down, alright?
Ooh, Thomas using some language.
Yeah. Diplomacy, I'm gonna
Getting
roll
all
for
assertive.
it. Getting all assertive. Oh god, D20, don't go away. That's shit, hold on.
Yeah.
I had an 18 plus,
Nope, just gotta stay on the table, man.
oh, do you want me to re-roll it?
Yep.
Yes, please.
That's it's gotta stay on the table.
Alright, 15 plus 6.
Words to go with this diplomacy roll, other than calm the fuck down.
I'm trying to get them to stop fighting each other. That's my main.
Well, she said
That's
there's
my
a
main
better
thing.
way to do this. Now everybody
Exactly.
just calm the fuck down for a second, and we
Exactly.
can work it all out.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. At the end, he'll just be like, we can talk this out.
All right.
I'm sorry, I got 15, right?
Yep.
Plus
Plus
6?
6.
21.
Thank you. Paige's brain is not working.
All right. So is that your whole action? Diplomacy and tell them to calm the fuck down?
Yep. Thomas will put his hands by his side.
All right. The fat man will say, there's no calming down. This girl is worth a fortune. And I'll be leaving here with a fortune. This won't stop me. This won't stop us. Yeah, I think that's what he's got. Yeah, that's what he's got. Perception check from Thomas as he's doing something.
Sure. Okay. 19. Oh, wait. 20.
20.
Sorry.
All right. As he's playing with his chest and whatnot, you see him fish out what looks to be a holy symbol from on a chain around his neck, and he lets it drop. And he will, after it drops out, he says, "By Seth, I will live to see this day through." And he starts to look better. He's not as pale around the face.
What do I,
Oh, you can't cast magic in a parlay?
He just did.
Ah.
You know, he actually didn't wiggle his fingers or speak in Celestial. It just happened. It might be like a magic item or something.
Is there like visible magic stuff happening though?
No, he just looks better.
There's no glowing aura.
Yeah,
or
no
anything.
glowing aura or anything. Not like when Thomas or when he's done it and things happen in the past.
what do we, may I ask, what do we know of this god Seth? Common knowledge?
Common knowledge, he's one of the dead gods. He's not well looked upon in normal society and civilized places. He tends to be one of the outlying worshipped gods. He's of secrets, knowledge, skullduggery, theft, murder.
Okay.
It's just, a few things.
Yeah. Out of all of the dead gods, Seth probably is less of a favorite than any of the other ones.
That's fair. I was just curious because he's healing himself, and I that's strange to me if it was an evil god.
Okay. So
Evil gods want their followers to survive too.
Jason's turn.
Jason will still block the thug that's there, so he's not going to be able to get around and try to attack Thomas. And just kind of hold ready to, run him through or something.
Okay.
Epic. And,
Epic.
And amazing.
Taking this time to aim for the vitals on this guy?
Yes.
All right. Considering his base attack, he's able to use a move action and a standard action to do so he can get a +2 this round.
Excellent.
All right. Kodrog, top of the initiative. This guy's, he didn't attack you, he pulled back. But he's got his offhand onto a dagger's hilt.
So I am going to smile and try to maneuver him closer to his boss.
Oh, this is where you want to intimidate him so he takes a 5-foot or 10-foot step back.
Yeah.
Roll.
Okay.
And that's basically a sudden jump or move. Like an intimidating thrust forward. He's like, because like I said, he's on the defensive.
Excellent. And I'm trying to look, excited while I do it. Do I get any bonuses?
Hell yeah, he's scared shitless. I'll give you a +2 from... No, a +4 from the situation. You just snapped his dagger through... You threw it, and his boss has got 2 in the chest.
and I'm wearing a crossbow bolt.
Yeah, Kodrog's a badass right now.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah, all right, not a problem. I'll say you get him to move back about 10 feet. As you're moving forward, he's now past Thomas. So you are next to Thomas, and Harris is on the other side of you. So Thomas is here, Harris is here, and there's a guy behind you. So you've got your back to one dude, but you definitely chased him a bit. Come on.
Oh, well, so I guess I'm trying to work my way closer to the big boss.
You are.
You just did.
Okay,
10 feet closer.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, I'm not worried about being surrounded.
Okay. All right. After Kodrog's turn, their turns. All right. Seeing that you're trying to intimidate him in the situation, he will grit his teeth and extend his short blades as far as he can to intimidate you to make you move back 5 feet. It is 10 plus your will bonus plus your base attack.
Okay.
It's a lot of pluses.
Yes, because
I know.
your experience in combat tells you whether you're actually intimidated by this stuff.
Will bonus. Will. Ooh.
And his intimidate is a fat 5. That's a 23.
Oh, yeah, no, that gets me.
All right, so as you come at him, he pushes you back 5 feet. So
you guys are just growling at each other like a bunch of cats.
Can I attempt to parry his fainting attack instead of going back?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can, totally. All right. So he comes at you with the sword. You just push it off to one side. So now you are two are locked in what looks about to be a breakout combat. Thomas, it is your turn.
Great. I'm going to continue talking.
Do you want to tell them to calm the fuck down? They're right there next to you with swordplay. Dude, it's Kodrog's up
I
in
just
this
kind of imagine Thomas being like, Kodrog, I'm trying to calm this down. But no, it's more of a look. No, I'm gonna con the fuck out of this guy. So Thomas, he looks to Kodrog as they come into the room, and he looks at the captain and he goes, okay, all right, I'll make you a deal then. Because I've had enough of this all. I've had enough of this bloodshed in this area, this tomb. Instead of whatever you're going to do with this princess, sell her off, I don't know. I will make you a trade. Because I know one thing, and that's my blood is more worth than her life.
You have his undivided attention.
Great.
Oh man, like when you say that, like I think everybody just kind of
perks up.
There's a pause and dead silence. You can hear in the background like the of the Amber Falls in the distance, finishing off the boat that's beyond the hold, and it echoes softly through the mausoleum.
Except for the guy fighting Kodrog. He's not taking his eyes off Kodrog.
Oh, yeah, they're...
No, there's like a slight scratching sound of steel on steel as we like both like, what about your blood? With our weapon still in a bind.
Oh, man. Yeah, Thomas, he adjusts himself. It may not look it, but I have elven blood running through me, and I know that it can... It may not, like I said, it may not look it, but you'd be amazed by what illusion spells can do these days, especially in my heritage. But it's just not in this place. Please allow me to take her place. I guarantee she's worth nothing compared to such a rare find as myself. I know you humans like to hunt my kind, after all, and I don't have to do any work or anything. I'm willing to hand myself over. And with that, he unbuckles the blade that he has on his hip. Even though he doesn't use it, he takes it off and he throws it to the side, and he just says, no more hiding, no more running.
All right. It's now his turn.
Do you want me to roll bluff?
Yes.
Yeah, because this is the point where the bluff and the sense motive kick in. Let me find it.
Okay, do I get any bonuses for being
man.
epic?
Yeah, that's a pretty... I'll give you a +4 on that epic roll.
Sweet,
on that epic roll, yes.
Yeah. Oh man.
Come on, big dice!
Oh man. This is like the most dangerous bluff ever.
I know! I really hope this works, because knowing a paladin, if I'm guessing it's a paladin, his sense motive is going to be high. You guys want to know what I rolled?
Yes.
Sure.
It's a 20.
Very awesome.
Like, I'm not joking.
What's your total plus for this bluff?
You said I get a +4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus your charisma.
His sense motive is a 23 DC.
Ooh, I'm over it. I'm
you
over
have
that.
any negatives, okay.
No, because my bluff is a +3, and if you gave me a +4, that already pushes me over.
So the enticement of elven blood, his eyes grow large. He's going to pull himself up on the sarcophagus, and he'll look over. Girl, go. Boy, come.
All right. I'll put my hands up and walk over.
Tom, what is Harris doing at this point in time? Because that's going on behind him.
Yeah. Like Harris is trying really hard not to look away.
Because this guy is about to stab Harris if he does.
Yeah. So he's gonna move back. To where he can kind of be in like a peripheral view of Thomas. It's like
maybe put the bookshelf there so that there's less room to maneuver.
Yeah, just a little bit to kind of give him a little bit of a berth and be like, Thomas, what are you doing?
Does
he actually tell?
Yeah, do you want to respond?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He
As
keeps
you
his
move
hands up,
forward,
and
you
he
get to
walks
the.
forward.
You move forward. The princess comes up to you. She has no idea who you are, but you can see there's tears in her eyes. She is completely distraught. She's dressed in this heaved clothes. She looks to you, and the captain sits there and says that as you were standing next to the princess, he says, "That's far enough. Ista noros no boreana." And there's a brilliant flash of light behind you. Guardian of Seth, dispatch those extras. We've got more bounties, boys. As you hear something clanking behind you. John, a man in a humanoid suit of armor with a sword, has appeared and is now leaving the archway from behind Thomas. He has pulled out his trump card.
Oh, fuck.
There was nothing I could do to stop that with magic because I have no spells.
You're like, oh yeah.
Oh man.
All right,
Oh, is it my turn?
it's Harris's turn.
Harris,
my
seeing as how
gosh.
there's a thing now, he's going to dispatch this man in front of him.
Yeah, we're done playing games.
He's done. Yeah, he's like, okay, because now he has to work on a animated robo suit.
Robo suit thing.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
yeah. Plus his bonus, plus the aim bonus. So that's like a called shot for his soft little squishy.
Okay,
neck.
okay.
So I don't remember what the minus is for that. -6
For the art to like slice his throat, it's a -8.
or -8.
Yeah, that's a successful hit.
That's still successful.
All right, you're going to want to do a bluff beforehand because he can be distracted by the situation. Otherwise, he can easily parry this.
Okay.
Success. So, describe it.
So, yeah, the blinding flash of light surprises even the thug that's in front of the captain, and so his short glance is enough of an opening for the captain to lunge forward with his cutlass and with a flick of his wrist right at the throat can give him like a nice thin second smile.
All right. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do some damage. That might put him down, but otherwise he's going to bleed out within a round or two. Oh, never mind. That's
That's boxcars except for 8s.
D8s. Yeah. The slice is big. The head can no longer hold itself up, so he just like flops off to one side.
I envision it even because the cutlass he has is so thin that it just like at first it's that moment where you don't know if he actually hit, and then the blood starts trickling out.
And then his head like it doesn't fall off. It just slops to one side, and the guy falls to the ground.
Yeah.
All right.
And now he's gonna try to intervene with this power metal suit.
Turning around, there's a suit of glowing plate mail.
Oh man.
Combat plate mail, wielding a longsword. Just a longsword in the doorway, walking on the ground. It looks like it's glowing metallic. It's not like shining like a light bulb. It's just really shiny looking metal. All right, that thing will act on the Captain Burgess's turn. This round it appears, and its action as Burgess's orders is to push Thomas into the room from behind.
I'm cool with that.
22 against your C&D.
That probably goes past it. I'm a fucking wizard. Yeah. Yeah.
Kodrog, your action.
Mine's at 11.
Okay. So, seeing my captain dispatch his foe so quickly, I'm inspired. So I would like to, since our weapons are bound together right now, can I keep his sword engaged with my dagger while I hit him with my axe, so that way he can't parry?
Yes, you suffer a -2 penalty to do so.
All right. Oh my gosh, I rolled a 1.
So you engage your dagger to his dagger, and as you start shift your dagger to his short sword, as you begin shifting around, he's still fighting with his hand on his dagger. He hasn't drawn it, and so as you start shifting, he twists the short sword, and your dagger comes out of hand. So he disarms you in the effort. You can still swing at a -2, but he can also parry.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I'll swing. I'll hit again, or I'll swing again. Or is this still the first swing?
Yeah, this is the first swing. What did you get on the first swing?
Oh my god! I just rolled a 1 again.
Oh.
Jeez.
So he disarms you with the dagger. You come around. He swings back in with his short sword, and he plants sharp down across your wrist, buckling the hard part of the pommel of the short sword into your knuckles, causing you to drop the sword. And he smiles as he realizes you're weaponless. It's his turn. He quick draws his knife and stabs you in the chest.
Wait, don't I have a move action?
You do.
I use my move action to leap towards the big boss because I'm gonna try and grab the daggers in his chest.
Oh my god!
There's a sheet of glowing plate mail between you and him.
No!
No, there's... No, wait. No.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The suit of glowing plate mail is standing in this doorway. Thomas is in the room with the little girl and Captain. Everybody else is
Oh, wait,
out.
we've moved into there?
No. Harris and Kodrog are out here. So,
Wait,
I have a question.
I'm out? I'm not in the room?
there are 2 rooms. There's
Yeah,
the
'cause you
4th
didn't
room.
describe it. I thought we were right
I thought
here
there was
still.
one room.
There are 2 rooms. The captain has been fighting from a secondary room in a tunnel way. I apologize. We should probably have a map next time.
Yeah, because we've been
question.
fighting here the whole time as far as I'm concerned.
Who's we? So the captain's been here too? Burgess is right here hiding behind the sarcophagus?
He's right there. He's back.
The sarcophagus
on the
is
one.
over here.
Oh, you didn't mention the sarcophagus.
Oh, I apologize. I could have
At
swore I
all.
said he ran behind with hiding behind the
No, he
sarcophagus.
did. I was gonna say he did mention it.
Oh. Yeah.
It's okay.
Question for Kodrog, or rather, helping Kodrog out. Could he? Obviously, it's gonna probably take acrobatics. Could he theoretically climb over this being celestial thing, like running, like okay, jump over this guy, step on his
Yes.
shoulder, hop over.
It's
Yes.
not consuming the entire hallway area. It's just there. It's like a regular person in a wide hallway. So
Okay.
Kodrog could
You could
dash
either
past it.
do that or like slide under his legs or something.
Yeah. So, being disarmed, like my best option is to disengage with this foe and try and like do something unexpected.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and acrobatics my way past the animated suit of armor to get
Okay.
to the main bad guy.
You will provoke an attack of opportunity from the guy you're running from.
That's cool.
He rolls a 1, and in the process of going after you, he stabs his short sword into the stonework and lodges it because it's a piercing.
Short break.
Yeah, we'll say it breaks.
Yes.
There's a lot of 1s in this fight. Time for something to break. This is the 3rd one.
Those are a lot of
comedic, I love
20s
it.
and 1s.
All right. Kodrog, the spiritual suit of armor will also swing at you as you dash by.
Okay.
It also rolls a 1, lodging its sword into a wall where you zip by.
Does it break?
I apologize, everybody on stream. Can you see that?
This is so beautiful.
I love how it's in the center. It's gorgeous.
That's like 4 1s.
This is
in
insane.
as many actions.
All right. You zip by the suit of armor as the suit of armor slams into the ground, turns back to the other quarry, which happens just to be Captain Harris. He's now looking both directions. That's the end. Now it's the thug's turn because Kodrog, your action is over. The thug is
How close am I to the bad guy before
10 feet.
Okay, good. Excellent.
The thug has realized what's going on, draws his dagger, turns toward Harris, who's on the other side of the bookshelf, and decides to ram his dagger through the bookshelf. Or no, he can't go through the bookshelf. So,
Yeah.
So he's going to.
Yeah.
He's going to run, drop his fucking shit, and haul ass out.
I'm not getting paid enough for this shit. I'm out.
Exactly. At this point in time,
His buddy just got his neck cut.
he runs.
There's a questionable suit of armor.
Thomas, your
yes,
turn.
what's up? What's above? What's the stonework like in the ceiling above where we are right now?
Fine crafted stonework, possibly magically crafted stonework.
Walls covered in.
Well, no, she said the ceiling.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the ceiling. There's a sarcophagus in the middle of the room. There's 2 side doors. Looks
Yeah,
like there's a couch
so
off
you
to one
can-
side.
well,
There's some stuff in here.
Yeah, like, I didn't think they'd made it into this
Ooh.
room, or else
Yeah.
we would have done the description of it.
Is there... I have... okay, this is probably going to be a different spell, which I probably cannot cast because I don't have any higher level spells because I'm out. But I have a proposal. If there's actually something buried in the sarcophagus. If I cast Disrupt Undead, because normally it does 1d6 damage to 1 undead, but I just kind of want to wake it up and just... I'm asking way too much for this 0 level spell, but... You know what? Never mind. I'll shut up. I just realized that it's impossible.
Okay.
Because I would definitely have to use a higher necromancy spell to actually control this thing into whatever. Looking at necromancy. I am going to use, oh no, I can't.
You could shock him.
You can shock him, you can give him a jolt.
And do 3 damage? Sure.
Another.
Okay.
You could stay over here and protect the princess and Ray of Frost him.
I actually was going to do that. I want, as she walks up to me, Thomas, and as he probably moves his hands to cast, Thomas immediately almost kind of like picks her up and puts her behind him to protect her.
Okay.
And I'll cast
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost. Thank you.
Roll the hits.
Okay.
Stream of cold.
Stream of cold. 13.
That will, I do believe, hit. He has a -1 right now. No, that one's gone. Apologize.
I was to say, doesn't he have like a -2 because of the last ice?
No, he
ice
has a
blast?
-1. So yeah, it's a 13 will hit.
Sweet. And a 3.
Awesome.
Haha!
3 points of damage.
Okay.
I love being a magic
He's-
user, but at the same
He's
time, I hate
frozen.
it.
After Thomas's turn, it's his turn. He doesn't have any weapons, but he does have his magical dude. So his magical dude's going to attack Kodrog, who's right next to him.
I thought Kodrog went past him to get...
Yeah, he's turned around to face Kodrog. The animated creature does not face in one direction. So he's going to take a stab at Kodrog at this point in time.
He has to unstick his sword, doesn't he?
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
Because he failed. So he will spend the round whipping his magical sword out of the ground instead of attacking. Besides, his attack was a 17. I don't
Nope.
think that hits Kodrog.
Not quite.
On the caster's turn, he's not taking any chances taking this damage. He's going to quickly fumble over toward Thomas and swing his mace. 16. Thomas.
Yeah, that hits.
0 points of damage.
What?
He's got a D6 -1, so he does 0 points of damage. No, it's actually -2 because of his current penalties. So he's like,
You heal 1 hit point.
he's
I literally just imagine it just lands on Thomas, and Thomas is just like,
all right.
"This is why I wanted to stop." Like, you're incredibly weak right now.
You would have maybe push a knife in or something.
Yeah, he just gets closer, and I'm just like, eh. Like,
Harris's turn. He can try to distract the magical creature.
Okay.
All right, roll the
go
hit.
dance. Seduce it.
Seduce it.
I don't think it has that kind of thing. So, yeah, I distract.
I don't judge.
Bashing
the
into
captain distracts it.
As bashing into the magical creature, it turns to face the captain at this point in time. All right, Kodrog.
I want to leap onto our portly friend, grasping the daggers that I had previously thrown into his chest.
Okay. Move action, acrobatics.
Okay. Come on, acrobatics.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a combat maneuver, so it's like CMB versus his shitty CMD.
Wait, so am I doing an attack roll or an acrobatics roll?
You're doing CMD.
Oh,
CMB.
right, sorry. Okay, excellent. That is a 16.
Success. You've grabbed a hold of the knives in his chest.
Yes. Can I twist them to cause additional bleed damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I do like a strength?
No.
To see how? No. Okay.
Because that will kill him. I'm sorry. You got 2 knives in your chest and somebody's wiggling them around.
Yeah.
We're making macaroni.
He's also like that part of the chest is also frozen too.
Yeah.
So you know that
yeah.
pain when you hit your hands when they're cold and you're just like, why does it hurt more?
Wait. Okay. So how about this? I'll grab the handles, and I'll say, "Last chance to stop it."
Ooh, there you go.
Oh, I thought you were stabbing him, twisting them.
Right. No. So yeah, I'm rethinking that. I don't want him dead yet. I mean, one last chance to stop all this, and we can talk to you a little bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it would be Thomas's turn.
I'll assist Kodrog, and because I'm better at speaking right now, and point out. I'll just give him a look. I was like, "You hit me with your mace, and it literally did nothing. like it didn't hurt. You should stop."
Okay. All right. On his turn, he will bleed out the last hit point that he has.
Oh.
Did he only have one? As we're trying to get him to stop, he just falls over and goes on top of him, and Thomas is just like, that works too.
Does the suit of metal just collapse to the ground?
Dissipates.
Or
It disappears.
Yeah,
The spell is not sustained without the caster alive.
Excellent.
Oh.
I'm gonna make sure the princess is okay.
She is.
Well, with
And
that,
I'll
go ahead, John.
I'll withdraw my 2 new daggers and look towards the last remaining guard to see if he wants anything.
He ran away
He's
already.
gone.
He's
Okay,
gone.
good. I just wanted to make sure.
He's gone.
You want a drink, man? You need it.
I look around. Oh, that's it.
So with that, we're gonna take our break.
Yay!
All right, we will be back in about 10-ish minutes.
10-ish. 10-ish minutes.
Be right back soon.